Heralding a new focus for Mercedes' performance arm, the GT Coupe is officially a Mercedes AMG rather than a Mercedes-Benz. It replaces the Gullwing SLS AMG as the pinnacle sporting model available from the German brand. Now, one of the main requirements for a sports car, it has to look good. And honestly, take a look at this thing, it is stunning. Essentially a modern take on the iconic 300 SL Gullwing, from that gaping intake over the long bonnet and low turret to the slimline taillights. Now, under the bonnet is a newly developed 4-litre twin-turbo V8 engine that outputs 375 kilowatts and 650 newton meters. In a first for Mercedes-Benz, the turbochargers are actually mounted within the V rather than on the side, which allows for better response and better emissions. What's also pretty cool is there is a specific air channel that funnels air from the intake over the top of the engine directly in to cool the turbos. What you'll notice is just how far back the engine is mounted. In fact, most of the weight is behind the front wheels. This, combined with a rear transaxle mounted gearbox, gives the AMG GT S a near-on 50-50 weight distribution. Let's take a look in the boot. Now, the liftback tailgate makes access easy. There's 350 litres of space in here, more than enough for a couple of bags of golf clubs, and substantially more practical than a 911, where the clubs have to go behind the front seats. Now, there are only 2 seats in the AMG GT S, but it's pretty sumptuous in here. Lots of really nice leather and aluminium touches. Something pretty cool are these 8 buttons in V formation, a bit of a nod to what's under the bonnet. Now, the command system is common to all Mercedes-Benz, and while not the best in the business, it actually does a pretty good job. And yes, the screen can look a bit like a tacked-on iPad, but with that noise, who cares? Now, let's face it, you and the AMG are going to spend most of your time around town, leaving the car in comfort, one of 5 selectable driving modes. It's nice and compliant, you can feel bumps and speed humps and potholes, but it's actually not too bad, and you could certainly live with it every day. But if you want something a little bit more fun, whilst keeping all your comfort settings, there's an active exhaust that you can turn on for a slightly deeper snarl from the V8 exhaust. In a first for Mercedes-Benz, there's actually a manual override button should you want to change gears with the paddles without the car stepping in and moving it back to automatic. It's not really working for us here, so to get the most out of that, let's get out of town. Well, getting out of town and showing the AMG some country roads, this thing just eats them up. Going from our regular comfort to sport, well, Sport Plus, unleashes all of the settings in their most hard-edged mode. And to be honest, on this windy country road here, the stiffer suspension is almost too sharp for some of these undulations, but you can adjust it back. Now, we're in full manual mode this time, allowing us to fully control the gear changes in the AMG. And I tell you what, this thing is a lot of fun. And the noise, particularly on downshifts, oh, so much fun.